Now, notable things come in threes. We got the Three Stooges. We actually have the Nina, the Maria, the, what's the other Columbus ship? The Pinto, yeah, that one. Maybe not too notable. Don't forget Destiny's Child. But what you really, truly want to make sure you don't leave here and remember are the three things: culture, communication, and connection. Those are the three things that's going to actually help you attract, engage, and retain millennials. So those three things are going to be your key. So how do you do that? So you already know the what. Millennials are taking over the world. They're going to have 50% of the workplace is going to be filled with millennials. So what do you have to do? You actually have to build. You have to cultivate. And that's why, because I'm disruptive, I took a page from Mindcraft and created Mindcraft. Because you have to be very intentional on how you grow your leaders, especially millennials. And if you want to grow up, you're going to have to give up some things as well. But you got to get back to the foundation. What are those foundational things? Well, I brought my friends to show you. One of the basic pieces is your culture. That's your foundation. Anytime you have a new hire, they come in and they say, what's the culture like? Who wants to go to a place where they're going to be miserable? Who wants to go into a place where they can't see how they're going to fit and how they're going to have value? So you have to do some things. A lot of those things you have to do are within your control and they're actually free. So why don't you stop thinking about individual self-interest and think about the collective? Whether they're a millennial or not, we all want to make sure that we're included. We want to feel that we have value. We want to know that we are seen. We want to know that we are heard. And we want you to take intentional actions to do that. That's how you begin to set a foundation, a cultural foundation that's going to make people want to work there. Because then you're going to make sure that it's aligned to your mission, vision, and values. That's what purpose is. How many times you walk around and it's like, well, I don't know what my purpose is. I meet some people who are non-millennials that still don't know what their purpose is. So what are you offering them to actually grow and figure that out? How are you making sure that they connect to the larger vision? How are you making sure that they know exactly what you stand for? And then they can actually kind of find the way that they actually fit. So you've got to be able to communicate that. And that's your second piece you have to add. It's about building blocks. So you have a foundation, which is your culture. You add the communication. How are you talking to me? Are you talking with me or are you talking at me? As a leader, are you delegating tasks or authority? Two different things. And millennials often want to go really, really fast. They want to make sure that, I can do it, give it to me. But you sit there and say, oh, no, not yet, you're not quite ready. And then you only give them 2 reviews a year, and you get upset because they're asking, well, how did I do? They want you to check in. They want to know that I can talk to you. So do you create an environment where they actually can have a connected conversation with you? And if you don't, you might want to then, again, reconsider, because the third piece is connection. My Legos. So we add this whole third piece, glue them in, and that's connection piece. When I go to work, not me personally, but I'm pretending I'm a millennial because I have maybe a millennial mindset, is that I want to feel like it's like a second home. I want to feel comfortable there. So it's not about the peanuts and the jelly beans and the bean bags. It's feeling that I actually belong here. And when you make sure that I belong here and I can do something about creating an environment that's going to make the world a better place. So let's save the whales and the dogs and go to the shelter and everything else. Because why? I need to feel connected not only to you, but also my outside communities. So what do? You create an environment authentically where you can do that. That's diverse and inclusive. I don't need everybody to look like me. And I need to feel empowered. So one of my mentors, John Maxwell, he says there's this 10-80-10 rule. When you want to empower those, so you might say, okay, I want you to fail forward faster. Here's 10% I want to walk you through it. And then 80% you do on your own. And then we're going to come back, and that final 10%, we're going to look at it again. How empowering is that? So I can then say that this balancing act, this workplace that I'm in, that I actually feel connected. And if you don't begin to make sure that your culture, communication, and connection is there, your world is going to fall apart. And all you're going to have is a bunch of pieces. Thank you.